I'm getting ready for my final dress fitting and I wanted to do a trial run of my makeup. I have less than 30 minutes to do my makeup, which should be fine. I really just want very classic, pretty soft, very me. I can't believe I've been on YouTube for 9 years and this is my first time using a mic like this. I don't know if it's in the best spot because I keep bumping into it. I'm gonna move it over. I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I should have put it on before I put on my e.l.f. Halo Glow. It's fine. I feel like a little bit out of sorts because I really wanted to film this. I am just like running a little bit behind. I have to do this kind of quick. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I did that because I don't really like when people say that they're breaking out when like they have 2 pimples. But that's literally me right now. Yeah, I feel like that definitely helped my skin. But I actually got a couple of samples from Sephora. I got the newest Urban Decay foundation in like a squeezy tube. When this first came out, they had some really good promo for it and it's just really stuck with me and it's always been something on my mind that I've wanted to try. And then I also got a sample of the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. I actually think I really like the Huda Beauty Easy Blur a bit more. I don't know if the shade match is the best for me. I got the shade 210, which I believe is Chai. But once I have the rest of my makeup on, it doesn't look too bad. My wedding's in April. I cannot imagine my skin tone will change that much between now and April. My wedding is in April because I really didn't want to wait much longer to actually get married, but I do kind of wish I was having a summertime wedding so that I would be beautiful and bronzed and glowing. I just have been feeling so dull. That's like pretty typical for the season, but I have not been feeling very bridal. But I'm excited to see my dress and have it be totally finalized. This is my 3rd appointment, or maybe actually I think this might be my 4th appointment. My ceremony dress didn't really need too much done to it. It did need to be shortened slightly, and because it is a vintage dress, it obviously needed to be dry cleaned, and also there were a few tears in the dress as well that needed to be repaired. But I've had so many appointments because they've also been working on another dress. I'm having a dress change. My ceremony dress is pretty dramatic. It has a pretty long train and it is long sleeves, so it's like pretty dramatic. I'm very, very excited to share it with you guys and just how I got it and how much I paid for it. Whenever I show people the dress and then tell them how much I paid for it, they're floored. But they've also been working on my reception dress that I picked up the last time I was there, and they were just finalizing the ceremony dress. So that's what I'm picking up today. The ceremony dress has been pretty easy, but I did have quite a few hiccups with the reception dress, which was a little bit frustrating. The reception dress is so stunning and it's like so different. Both of the dresses are just so amazing. But ultimately with the reception dress, it was one of those things that it needed to be let out a little bit because it was a little bit too small for me. It did zip, but it was super uncomfortable. Like I could barely breathe in the dress, but I kind of regret even touching it. I don't know really what the alternative would have been because I really like don't need to lose weight. Regardless though, I think it's been worked out and I do think I'm going to be wearing that dress. I just went in with the Tower 28 concealer, but yeah, I think that the Huda Beauty Easy Blur looks really good. And honestly, like it's a pretty good shade match right now. The last time I wore it, it was looking really pale, but like I think I've, you know, lost quite a bit of color just with it being the winter time, and it looks really good right now. I'm going to be using my Becca Beauty Bronzed Bondi, but if you've been watching my makeup videos for a while, you know that I love the Becca Bronze Bondi. What I did though for my reception dress was I actually bought shapewear. I bought shapewear from Skims and I knew I shouldn't have, but it's just such a popular brand and I'm not familiar with shapewear or anything. So I picked some up from Skims and it was hideous. It was hideous. It looked so terrible. And what's so strange is I'm a true 26 and the size small is 26.5 to 28.5. And it was too tight for me. Like, and it was so unflattering. Like it dug into like the most unflattering areas. So I am nixing the shapewear. And what I actually decided to do instead was just treat myself to some new underwear. I got some like seamless thongs from Victoria's Secret. And I just treated myself to some other new underwear. I've been wearing like really old pairs. Some of them have tears in them, some of them have holes in them. And you know, I'm getting married. I should treat myself to some new undies. And I think that the seamless underwear just would look best with the reception dress. But I have shoes for the reception dress. I do not have shoes for my ceremony dress yet. I found at my parents' house my very old Aspyn Ovard Tarte palette, and I didn't really use it when I had it. Like, you know, still basically looks new, like all of the other makeup that I used to own. But I feel like now that I like more natural makeup, I feel like I might like this a little bit better. What is this, like 5 years old or something? Just using the blush from that palette. I think I am going to layer it though. Hourglass blush in the shade Radiant Magenta. I don't think that they even make this blush anymore, but my friend Courtney bought it for me in just the little size, which is perfect because I really would never go through a large one. This is like one of the last powder blushes that I even own. It's like, I know makeup expires, but I really wish I never went through phases of my makeup wearing times where I would declutter and then replenish. It was such an ugly, ugly cycle of just buying and decluttering and then buying more. It's just so crazy how much of a different mindset I have about makeup and beauty. But with that being said, doing my own hair and makeup for the wedding feels a little bit unnatural, which is like something that I never ever would have thought I would feel like, because I mean, beauty and makeup has been such a huge part of my life for so long. Like, I've been on YouTube for 9 years and I loved makeup way before that too. So it's such like a strange place to be in. It almost feels like I'm back to kind of being a beginner with these things, especially too with skincare. Makeup always used to be my favorite. Like, out of all of the beauty categories, like hair, makeup, skincare, makeup was always my favorite. You know, when you're absorbed into that world, you kind of do get knowledgeable on everything else. I'm such like in a skincare rut right now. I really don't know what my skin needs. I'm using the most basic stuff. I literally am just using like La Roche-Posay or CeraVe cleanser, and then I'll use a CeraVe moisturizer. Clarins does send me PR sometimes still, and I'll use their serum, which is pretty nice. My mom likes the serum though, so she tends to take it. But I really like don't even know what my skin needs anymore. And I have a couple of breakouts on my cheeks right now, and I just don't even know how to take care of them. I'm just going about it as normal. I will put a spot treatment on them. I mean, I just don't really even know what else to do. And that's so strange because I used to have such like a tight skincare regimen and would know like exactly what to do when I had a pimple. And if my makeup came out bad, I would know exactly like what to do differently next time. And it was so second nature for me. And now it really isn't, which is so strange. And I kind of wish I had kind of maintained a little bit of my relationship with beauty and makeup for this time of my life. Like, I'm getting married and I'm committed to doing my own hair and makeup for the wedding. But at the same time, like, am I really confident in my ability to do that? I don't know. I think ultimately, yes. And I think I would feel a little bit differently if I actually was buying new makeup for the wedding. I still don't really know exactly what products I'm going to be using. And I don't really want to spend money on buying new stuff, especially because I have so much already. But also it's like a little bit weird because a lot of the stuff I have is technically expired. I don't know, like, do I deserve new makeup for my wedding? With the NYX Lift and Snatch, I don't know that I'm actually gonna wear that for the wedding. I think it might be a little bit too unpredictable. I'd really like to find a nice new skinny brow pencil, but I'm like pretty much out of all of the skinny brow pencils that I would use, so that is something that I want to repurchase. And I did repurchase a new tube of the Rare Beauty brow gel. That is my favorite brow gel. It's so good. I repurchased it and I don't know where I put it. Like, I don't know where it went. I repurchased it like around the holidays, so I feel like it might be at my parents' house. I also need to decide what I'm going to do for my lashes. For today, I'm just going to do like regular mascara, but I think I want some little maybe individual lashes. This all has been like a really humbling experience though. Like I used to not really understand when women didn't understand how to do their makeup. And I never approached it in like a, what do you mean you don't know how to do this? I loved helping people at my old job at Ulta, helping people and figuring out what makeup works well for them and teaching them how to do it. I loved that part of my job. But I also always was like confused on how people just didn't get it. But now I feel like I don't get it. I'm so removed from it. Like I don't even know if that looks good anymore. I don't know. I'm in such a weird place with it, and knowing me, I wouldn't want it any other way. Like I would not want to pay somebody to do my own makeup. I don't even think I would like whatever anybody would do on my face. I've been a little bit curious about the Danessa Myricks Colorfix in Celebration and how that would look all over the eye with a little bit of ballerina on top. These two eyeshadows are some of my favorite. I really need to hurry up, which sucks because I really wanted to sit here and chit chat. But regardless, I wanted to film a little get ready with me and just give like a brief little update. And then let's see what ballerina looks like on top of that. If anything, I would maybe do the opposite, like do ballerina first for the ceremony because it'll be outside and it'll be still daylight, and then add celebration on top for the reception. I'm going to spray my face again. Just curling my lashes. Again, I am kind of thinking about individual lashes. I totally don't have time to do something like that today. I know I've pretty much had like a total channel pivot, but this is still, you know, my channel and my life, and planning a wedding right now and getting married is a huge part of it. And I've always loved putting my makeup on camera. I don't know, hopefully some old subscribers pop in for this and maybe some new ones that have found my channel through my sewing vlogs. I gotta say though, I have loved putting out sewing content and just kind of discovering a new community. It's been so much fun. But everything for the wedding is coming along. I cannot believe how soon it is. I feel like it's just going to be here before I know it. I can't wait to share more about it too. I've been kind of holding out a lot of information about our venue because I just don't want to put that on the internet before I actually get married. But another thing that was fun is I did decide what I'm going to do with my hair as well. For the ceremony, I'm going to do a side part, which when I thought of that, it just was like, eureka. Like, I got it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a nice little side part, and then I'm going to do a middle part for the reception. This is the YSL Rouge Lip Candy in 15. I really love the clear version of this, and I treated myself to the pinky brown nude version because I think that this will be my wedding color. It's just something that's comfortable. It's in between a lip gloss and a lipstick. I'm gonna spray my face again. I'm adding just a little bit of brightness in my inner corner. I just was feeling like slightly incomplete. And my brows definitely need to be waxed, but we're just gonna roll with it. Y'all, I think that this is my wedding makeup. I think that this is the wedding makeup. And then for the hair, quickly, I really have to go. I'm thinking about doing, again, a side part. A little clip right here. I want to find like a really nice fancy clip or make my own, we'll see. And then go back to a middle part for the reception. I just feel like that way I can get the best of both worlds, and I won't ever look back on my photos and be like, oh, I wish I didn't do a middle part. Oh, I wish I didn't do a side part, because I'll have done both. And with the side part, my dress is vintage and it's so classic looking. I just feel like the side part gives it so old Hollywood. So yeah, but I really have to go. I like went over a bit, so I hope I don't run late. I'm back from my dress appointment and I stopped by Ulta afterwards and picked up a couple of things. I figured I would just do a quick little Ulta haul. I did just finish also editing the whole video basically of me getting ready, and I just want to apologize for like being slightly out of focus the whole time. I don't know, I was using my nice camera and that never happens, but yeah, it just happened. But I really like the video, so we're just gonna leave it. This is a better look at my makeup, I guess. I'm actually on my vlog camera right now. Sometimes I feel like the lighting or like I just like look a little bit better in my vlog camera. But yeah, I picked up some new makeup. This was the most money that I've spent on makeup in probably 2 years. I spent $180. It was like $178. But the first product I picked up was the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. This is a product that I've had before. I just like really wasn't in the headspace to try something new. I didn't want to take a risk on anything. I ran out of space, so I don't know exactly where I cut off. I just feel like the way that I like to do my makeup now too, I will appreciate this a little bit more. Back when I was doing my makeup really heavily, I really liked baking my makeup and doing all that sort of stuff. But I feel like I will have a more adult appreciation for the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Oh, something, I probably should have tested this out before, but I got the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Concealer, and I got the shade Light Medium 8. Also, yeah, the digital camera looks so much better. I really wish I filmed my Get Ready With Me with this camera instead, but too late. This is the color of the concealer. It's a little bit yellow. Something that is so challenging is being kind of like a true olive. I feel like I've really picked up on that since leaning into more natural makeup. Olive undertones really do get forgotten. I picked this up because it was really full coverage. The Tower 28 concealer I do love for every day, but I was kind of thinking a more full coverage concealer would give me more of like a true bridal look, like something a little bit more of what I'm looking for my wedding day. I was going to pick up the Clinique Cheek Pop in Fig Pop. If you used to watch my videos, I adored Fig Pop. They didn't have it. They only had Black Honey and I think Honey Pot. I don't know. It looked like it was sold out online, and I really hope it's not a product that they're discontinuing. I kind of think I might want to get my hands on it if they are considering discontinuing it, because that is my favorite blush shade. But I honestly really like the combination of Radiant Magenta and the blush from the Aspyn Ovard palette. So I think we'll just honestly skip blush. I don't really need a new one, but I was feeling like I needed a new powder. I think I will get the full size of the Huda Beauty. I think that the shade match honestly looks pretty good. I also got a Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Another tried and true. I really didn't want to mess around with like another brand or just something new, because I know that this is so good, and I'll either just need to find my Rare Beauty brow gel or purchase another one, unfortunately, because that is such a good brow gel in my opinion. But I think I'll definitely be happy to have the Brow Wiz in my brows for my wedding day. Just something that I can really rely on, that I know won't like also bleed out of the line. That's something else that I've kind of noticed about my makeup recently, and something I don't like about certain brow products is when they bleed out of the brow line due to like oil. It's obviously just not super flattering. If I can remember correctly, I don't ever think I had any issues with Anastasia Brow Wiz, and yeah, it looks really good for a little brow touch-up just there. I also got a Urban Decay all-nighter. I haven't had this in a very long time. I have been using the Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed. I got this on sale at Ulta a while ago, and it's been fine. I don't think anything holds a light to the Urban Decay all-nighter. I just don't. And that spray is kind of powerful. Yeah, and I also really don't like the smell of the Juvia's Place, and I like want to be as comfortable as possible on my wedding day. In my video, I was definitely contemplating like, do I deserve new makeup? Like, as somebody who already owns so much makeup, and I mean, granted, a lot of it is expired at this point. Like, do I even deserve new makeup for my wedding day? I just know that I will feel so much better about these like 4 products that I just picked up today. I definitely am going to have to put the Pat McGrath concealer to the test because I don't know her. But these other products, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, Brow Wiz, Urban Decay All Nighter, we go way back. Like, we have history. And I kind of just think I really needed these. I also picked up some acne treatments from the brand Bubble. I picked up both the Fade Away and Knockout. I think the Knockout is for actual pimples, and then the Fade Away is to take care of scarring and everything. I was looking for a moisturizer, but I just really didn't even know where to start. And moisturizers can be really costly, and I didn't want to come home with something and not really feel like it did anything. I'll have to figure something out for my skincare, but I think I have makeup figured out. I'm sure that this won't be the last kind of trial run get ready with me, especially because I'll definitely want to do a final run with all of my new products. But I definitely think I've gotten the look down, and it was really fun to see the look with my dress fully on. Guys, like, the dress is so stunning. It's drop dead, and it's so weird that I have it home now too. It's just gonna be like stuffed in my messy closet, this like gorgeous perfect gown. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed a little intermission from the sewing content. I actually do have a 3rd part thrifting for my wedding vlog that I need to finish up, but I'm super close to finishing it up, and I think I'll either get it up either this week or next week. I started filming that in October, literally October. It was early November really, but it was literally Halloween in one of the clips. But I have just been in such a weird funk about the wedding, and it is just seriously approaching so fast, so I am pulling myself out of it. Honestly, I've felt a lot better for the past few weeks. After beginning of November through all of the holidays, I was not at all in the wedding planning mindset, but we're back in it. I have both of my dresses now. I think I figured out what I'm doing for my hair. This is pretty much the wedding makeup. I have a little bit more thrifting for the wedding that I need to do, and I definitely have some DIY projects I need to do as well, but I would love to film the DIY projects. I think that would be super fun. Anyway though, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I will see you next time.